and welcome to 2 Pi Minutes. I'm your host, Mark Harmon, and tonight we'll hear from LaGrange James about the spread of senioritis at Apex High School, and from the enigmatic chicken nugget guru. This is 2 Pi Minutes.
I've been playing this game for a while now. Sure, I've triumphed some, but I've also faced a lot of criticism. Receiving calc tests back with bad grades, see me and no comments from Miss Barrett. I've faced it all.
You've received a lot of criticism about your performance in the 2011 NBA Finals. How does it finally feel to win your first championship?
Well, it felt good for sure, especially when I held up that trophy for the first time.
LaGrange James's first NBA Finals trophy is modeled by y equals 7 cosine x plus 5x, bounded by x equals pi halves and x equals 2 pi, revolved around the x-axis. What is the trophy's volume in centimeters cubed? The volume can be represented by the formula pi times the integral from the beginning point to the end point of r squared dx. So when we plug in our function, we get pi times the integral from pi halves to 2 pi of 7 cosine x plus 5x all squared dx. So if you plug this into a calculator, you end up getting 6,629.655 centimeters cubed.
Now, I noticed that you aren't as well educated as others. You weren't really formally educated in a college institution. How does that affect your game and how you live?
Well, I'm not educated in the formal sense. I mean, I never took calc or A-push or African studies, but I'm still well learned. And anyways, I have people like him to do anything that requires a college degree.
Now, do you have people who can maintain that hair of yours? I've noticed that it's grown out over the years.
2 words. Hair implants. With the millions I justly earned, I paid to have tiger fur implanted in my scalp, which I maintain in appearance with Head and Shoulders for thick and full hair.
Well, that sure was an exciting story.
It sure was.
Ha 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 ha. When we come back, we will hear from the enigmatic chicken nugget guru.
Brought to you by Barron's, leader in test misinformation and anxiety.
Good evening, mister. Just call me the Guru. Alright, Mr. Guru. The word is that you're some type of self-proclaimed expert on chicken nuggets.
That is true, and allow me to explain. There is significant scientific evidence that there are 2 kinds of chicken McNuggets. For instance, there is the circular chicken nugget, and there is the more rare fish-shaped chicken nugget. And the rate at which each one is made varies significantly.
Fish-shaped chicken nugget species are very rare and grow at a rate of r of t equals 6 over e to the 5t in thousands per year. How many chicken nuggets will grow in 1 year? So to do this, we have to take the integral of 6 over e to the 5t dt from 1 to 0. We have to use u to u substitution. We set u equal to negative 5t and du equal to negative 5. After solving the integral, we get that the amount of chicken nugget species is 1,192 chicken nuggets.
This just in, there has been a growing outbreak of senioritis at Apex High. We will go to Nick for more after the break.
Next time you're at Home Depot, get masking tape.
The annual plague that sweeps Apex High School takes its toll on the willpower of seniors, and no cure has yet been devised. But we may be one step closer to understanding it due to information released by a recent study. According to the study, senioritis spreads just like any other disease, logistically. Despite rumors that juniors cannot contract the disease, some a small group seems to have been affected by a small early onset of senioritis, which flares up upon entry into the senior year. This small group gradually spreads the disease, as displayed by the following problem. The spread of senioritis is modeled by the logistic growth model with 649 seniors and Ani. When school ends, day 180, how many seniors will be infected, given 5 seniors are infected initially and 6 are infected on day 3? And we're rounding to the nearest person. So the logistic equation for this problem is dy over dt equals ky times the quantity of 650 minus y. And by integrating, we get y of t equals 650 divided by the quantity of 1 plus c times e to the power of negative 650 kt. And first we plug in the initial values, which are 5 seniors on day 0. So we get 5 equals 650 divided by 1 plus c. And we find out that c equals 129. Then we plug in the information for day 3, which is 6 seniors are infected on day 3. And by doing all of that algebra, we get that k is equal to ln of 387 divided by 322 over 1,950. And to find out how many seniors are infected at the end of the school year, we plug in 180 for t, and we get that 649 seniors are infected by the end of the school year, not including Ryan Brand.
As a raging inferno belches flames, aims from Apex High Chemistry Lab, engulfing the school in great clouds of smoke and flame. We will go to field reporter Skanda Sastry for more.
It turned out there was a lot of misinformation surrounding the fire today at Apex High School.
We was in class, I had walked out and I heard a big boom.
The small fire was quickly put out and only 1 student was treated for minor burns, and otherwise there was no injuries. There was a bit of panic though, and for more on that, I'll turn to my eyewitness, Kenny Hong.
Welcome, Kenny. Pleasure to be here.
So, Kenny, tell me, how did you react today when the fire started?
Well, at first, it was cool because it was chemistry, but then we got scared, especially me, seeing that it was indeed a fire.
As the AP Chem fire starts, Kenny gets scared and runs around the curve r of theta equals theta cosine theta. After 2 pi radians, how far will Kenny have run in feet? We start off by taking the derivative of r of theta and setting it equal to dr d theta. Then we plug in to the arc length formula the integral from 0 to 2 pi of r squared plus dr d theta squared, and we get the answer 20.607 feet.
So, how would you say Mr. Trezona handled this situation?
Well, I think he handled it very well and smartly. Of course, he was calm as usual and very chill, which is good for a fire, but very chill.
Mr. Trezona's concern level during the fire is modeled by f of t equals the quantity t minus 1 times ln of t over e to the 2t. As time tends to infinity, what is Trezona's level of concern in pound symbol exclamation mark at dollar sign given? To solve this problem, we take the limit as t approaches infinity of f of t, and we end up with infinity over infinity. So we must take L'Hopital's rule. We end up with another form of infinity over infinity. So we take L'Hopital's rule one more time, and then we ended up with another infinity over infinity. So we take L'Hopital's rule one more time, and we end up, as time tends to infinity, Trezona's level of concern goes to 0, pound symbol exclamation mark at dollar signs given.
This featured presentation is brought to you by Posh.
This was 2 Pi Minutes. Thank you for watching from all of us at ABBC News.